Hello, YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. Just at 15 minutes of some truth bombs here. What's going on? All right, guys. I know I keep doing this, and pounding it in your head. Please. Well, number one, link below will be the Myron Fagan 1967 recording. Please listen to it. That is the plan that's been in the works for 300 years and is coming to the finish line now. What they're going to do to us. Okay, and it's going to take all these wars and all this other crazy shit to make it happen. All right. Now, Russia is getting very, very bad there. I watched on actual Russian state TV, where they usually cover it up and use propaganda to make sure the people are all right, but there's no hiding it now because all the people are experiencing it. He said the gas stations, the private ones, is no gas at. The publicly, or I guess government owned ones, public ones, there's gas at, but you get a limited amount. You have to wait in big long lines, and the prices are way high, which is rare for Russia because that's the natural resources they have. Oil that they turn into gasoline and then natural gas. Their people are used to getting it plentiful everywhere and at good low prices because that's what they have. Now they're having to import it and shit. What's happening is they're hitting, under the direction of America, they are hitting with all these drones, Russia's where they store all their fuels and where they refine it, you can't just pull it out of the ground and put it in your car. They refine it. They have to have refineries. That's what they're blowing up. And Russia's only going to be able to take so much of this, guys. They're an existential threat to Russia. It's in their constitution. Okay? They're going to have to strike out soon. And if they don't nuke us here, they're saying they're going to take down our internet. But even if they don't, our government will and point the fingers at Russia, guys. Please prepare like I've asked you to. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not thinking this is going to happen. And again, maybe not. It's not tomorrow, next week, maybe. But you have to watch what was happening, okay? They can only put up with so much of that. Their people won't put up with it. And if they get rid of Putin, if they kill Putin, he's the most level-headed one there. Do you know who's up next? Probably Dmitry Medvedev or one of them. Way crazy. We would have been nuked long ago. Okay? Please just prepare because I'm just telling you, man. Don't be stuck without clean water. Okay? Please, a way to purify it, some food, rice and beans, whatever. And I know a lot of you say that you don't have anything, you don't have any extra money to do that, and I appreciate that, I understand that. But most places, and I know where I live, but it's a big city, and we've even helped donated and stuff, but most places have some kind of food banks or Catholic social services or somewhere you can call it. At least you ain't got to tell them your business, just you need help to store a little something up, okay? You don't need to tell them all that. There's some crazy dude on the internet telling me the shit's about to hit the fan. Just, some rice and beans at least, and some canned goods and some medical stuff and water. Please, just listen to me, please. Because it's getting crazy with Russia, man. It's getting crazier and crazier. And not to mention, we're about to go at it with Iran too, guys. Or Israel and America is. And then the shit with Venezuela is going on. But Russia's the problem. The big one. They're trying to make it like, oh, it's okay. Ukraine's going to win now and all this shit. Yeah, what they're doing is forcing it to where, but the problem is Russia will never just lay down. But they're getting them to the point where it's either lay down or go for it. And they won't lay down. They can't. If Putin did, they'd kill him. And then the next dude up, that's it. It's on. So please prepare. One way or another, they're going to take down the internet, or our supply lines are going to go down. Electricity, water, they're going to do something, and our own government is going to be in on it. If not to do a false flag and blame it on them. Okay, that's why the Myron Fagan. Please listen to it. They had the Third World War and Cataclysm. It talks about everything they're going to do in there, and it's all been laid out so far. And that was up to 1967. Okay? And it tells all the little things. And look, they've slowly taken away a lot of our rights. They've slowly taken away our privacy. They can surveil us and monitor us all day. They've slowly but surely done it. They've tricked us with all these things, man. tricked us into giving them all our information and helping them build this with all the data. Data is the new oil. All of the data we've given them to be able to build this, where they can predict what everything's going to, what they can, they can predict a lot of good things they get out of it too. The data, like, how much of a certain product or whatever is going to be needed in this area. How much are they going to need? How much fuel is needed in this area? How much how much, what I mean? There's certain things that they know from all the data and by predictive, but they also are predicting a lot of other crazy shit to surveil us. And they're going to start doing this predictive policing shit, which is basically thought crime. Back to 1984 again. And they're going to be, that's what that Palantir is, guys. They're putting together a way to surveil us, and we can only buy and sell on there, and we can only use digital money. They're going to outlaw all the rest of it. They're going to make the dollar worthless, and it's the world reserve currency. So there won't be a currency. Okay? Gold and silver, they're going to outlaw that, and they're going to do a where they confiscate the gold. You're going to have to use digital money, period. Then they've got you. It's programmable. They can take it away from you. They can shut it on and off. They can do whatever with it. They can make it to where all personalized to our own patterns and our own data and our own from AI. What products will even be available to us? I could sign into the same app or store that the person next to me does, but by our different information and how much money we have and everything, because they're going to know everything. Everything's got to be in our phone. All our medical records will be tokenized. All of the deeds to anything we own or whatever will all be tokenized. Everything will be tokenized, and all the money, and everything will be moved around the blockchain. So the government knows every bit of our business. They try to say, oh, it's decentralized that way. No. It's actually so they know every bit of our business. It's a surveillance system through the money. They get us addicted to the phone, guys, and they're going to make it to where you have to have a phone with you. They're going to make it illegal. Back to 1984, the warning book. Listen to me. They've had all this technology forever. They knew the plan. They showed George Orwell the plan, what they were going to do. And then he makes a creative book warning for us. That's how they do it. Not exactly with the computers on it. No one would even have understood that back then. Look at all the things. How we cancel people. Remember when Winston wrote on the paper the name of someone and opened the thing and threw it into the fire? Go read 1984 again, guys. And then that person's name was removed from all of history and everything. That's how we cancel people now. Like we canceled Roseanne Barr a couple of years. We canceled Kathy Griffin. People that get canceled for doing they do one little thing, right? But this is just a version of it. Or how about how they can change history and do all that? That's why everything's digital now, guys. They don't want books. They are systematically making it to our children can't read. We have friends that are teachers, talk to teachers. The kids can't read since COVID. Did it on purpose. I could go on about so many things that they're doing. Look at 1984, guys. Read that, and you can see some of the things. The Newspeak. Man, there's so much I can't even think about. Oh, remember the big television, the big to monitor you. The television would come on because they could see through. They had speakers to hear you, and they could see through. That's going to be with our phones, guys. Our phones can hear us. Our phones will take pictures with infrared so you don't see it every couple seconds. And it's going to be illegal for the phone to get away from us. And they're going to know our ID that's attached to our device. It's going to have all our information, everything we own, everything about us, all our credentials. Everything has to be on the phone, and you have to have it with you. You have to. It's illegal. It'll set off things in the fucking robot police or the drone, or however they're going to do it. Or first, you'll probably just get a call or an email. Hey, what are you doing? Get your phone next to you. They'll know by like heartbeats about body heat and all this shit to track everyone and everything. They've got all these plans, man. I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you so much, man, but I'm just going to do it in little 15-minute things. Okay, these are the plans they have for us. Everything's going to be automated with robots, and any kind of paperwork, whatever, is going to be done with AI and done perfectly. All banking, everything. We're not going to need any jobs for most people, and they're trying to lower the population, depopulation. That's why they're making people sterile. That's why the infertility rate's going down, man. They're making people sterile. They're making people not even want to be intimate or date anymore or do any of that. Watch, they're doing this all on purpose to us, guys. They want to lower the population of 500 million people. That's like get rid of 80% of the people right now. So it'll be all the wealthy elites that own everything and run everything, and then just us poor people to work and be their slaves for them, basically. And they do whatever they want with us. And they don't want us to own anything. That you will own nothing, be happy shit is real. That's real. Everything will be subscriptions. Well, I'll be given a place to live for free. We're all going to be given base. That's why it says you'll be happy, but you won't own anything. And for a lot of the most poor people, it's going to be better for you. For like really poor people and shit, you just got to do what they want you to do. But they're going to give us all universal basic income, money, digital money to the phone. What's going to happen is every little transaction we do, there's not going to be taxes. No one's going to be working. Everything's going to be done manufactured by robots. They got it down. We're going to be policed by robots. No more court systems and all that. We're going to be governed by AI. Everything on the internet. I'm telling you, it's going to make all the decisions because AI is perfect. It can make anything they can do. All the accounting, your taxes. Until they phase out taxes, you just put in what you may want, and within seconds, oh, there's the answer. That's what you owe. Okay, with anything, filling out applications for anything or whatever, just do it on the internet. Boom, AI does it all. We're going to be policed by them. They're going to know us by our ID on our phone and by our facial recognition and all. We're going to have to give up biometric. They're going to make us do all of this, man. But first, they have to cause a big ruckus. They have to get us to manufacture consent because they don't want us fighting. They want the least resistance, guys, right? They want to kill a bunch of us off. That's what all these wars are coming, and they're going to starve a bunch of us, and they're going to make us fight each other in the streets, and they're going to go hide out in their bunkers and all this. And then they come out and says, now, well, we've got the solution. We can help you now. We can help you. The government's here to help you and save you from the big fucking mess we created. But that's how they do it, see? And then those of left standing will do whatever they say. Well, here's your new device. Here, it's all digital. Here's some money every month. Here's a place to live for you and your family. It's okay. You don't own it though. You'll just be renting it for free, until you die. Okay. Then every little transaction we do, we'll have subscriptions for everything. All the movies we want, all the video games we want, all the things we want to read. They're gonna have us with those little fucking AI babies and pets and shit they'll shut it off if you don't pay the little fee, and there'll be tiny little micro taxes, they're gonna call it, micro taxation on everybody. But with millions of people, and they're just little tiny taxes for every little thing you do. I mean, every move you make on the phone with money or anything like with your whatever little payments or whatever, they're going to do a tiny little micro. I'm just talking like a couple cents or something, but from everybody in the world. Okay, this is their fucking plan. Either you're a real rich, wealthy elite, or you're going to be dirt poor. They're going to phase out the middle class. Okay, and property ownership. This is how they always do it when they're turning it communist and authoritarian. This is how they always do it. Take away the middle class, squeeze the middle class out. You're either going to be with your wealthy, you better get your ass bumped up with the elites and get some money making real quick and get with them, or you're going to go down all the way to the poor. That's all it's going to be. Middle class is out. They're going to steal all of our retirement funds, and they're going to do it. It's going to be fairly, really, with the stock market, but I'm going to have to make a whole video on that. All right, these are the plans they got for us, guys. And I'm telling you, though, but before then, it's got to start with these wars and shit. And a perfect way to get us down and out is this thing with Russia. Please prepare, man, and just get some clean water. A way to purify, you've got to go search for some water somewhere. Okay? Some rice and beans and some canned goods and some rudimentary medical supplies and just whatever else you can think of. Another way to cook it. Another way to stay warm if you have to. Winter's coming. Please, guys, this shit is going to hit the fan soon. They're moving into war at all kind of places, and they're just looking for an excuse to either lock us down, having us fighting in the streets, or some kind of thing. If you can't tell that they want us fighting in the streets against the government, against one another, and all this shit, well, then you haven't been paying attention. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, guys? I love you.